Well, I'm sad to report there is something to that old cliche, no pain, no gain. Our favorite fit chick, Lisa Hart, is here. So there's a new study out that confirms what you've known for years. You really got to work to stay in shape, to make some changes in your body.
To make some changes in your body, we may have to bring back that no pain, no gain, and really actually have to push ourselves. So what happens is that with intense exercise, it triggers a stress in our body that triggers the fight or flight, that gets us ready for action.
Right, so when I see the lady at the gym and she's sitting there and she's going along like, you know, kind of like about that fast on the treadmill or something, she's really not doing anything.
She's doing her heart a little good, and some exercise is better than nothing, absolutely. But if she's going to want to lose weight and get in shape, she needs to trigger that stress response. And so it does a chain reaction. It causes biochemicals like adrenaline. We've all heard of adrenaline, to be released into our body, that then causes a protein to be present in the body that triggers the muscles to use fat as an energy source. So that's the main thing, that unless we push ourselves, that protein is not going to be present in the body. Okay, so tell me what the ladies are doing here and how you can tell. How can I tell if I'm actually making my body stress itself? You know, you need to be a little short of breath and starting to break a sweat. So that's going to mean something different for the beginner exerciser versus the advanced. So of course Sophia's doing more at a beginner level, and that movement, those squats side to side, might really cause her intensity to go up and her fat burning to kick in, while as Jenna, more advanced, needs to work at a higher pace. So it's all about just getting out of your comfort zone and still being safe, but just to get that stress released in the body, that adrenaline to get going.
So I've heard in some cases people will say, well, while you're running, for example, you need to be able to have a conversation. If you're really trying to change your body, you need to be just to be able to have barely a conversation. And you need to also keep in mind that if you're going to exercise at high intensities, proper nutrition is vital. And there's lots of scientific research that backs that as well. Now, what about wearing these things? And at one measure, one objective measure, you may think you're really working your, buns of not steel, in my case. You may think that you're really working them, but you're not. One way to tell is by what your heart rate is.
Absolutely. And so we want to get up a little bit higher, but again, not everybody's going to have that heart rate monitor. The talk test is an old, tried and true, that we want to be a little bit above that range. Of course,
where it's comfortable to have a conversation.
Where you could express something. You could still talk. If you cannot talk, you are exercising at too high an intensity. So we still want to keep it safe. There's also research about just the general walk. Scientific research shows that people who have gone on that brisk pace walk on a regular basis, they tend to live longer than that lady at the gym that's just going at that little leisurely stroll. So all about getting out of that comfort zone, getting up and getting moving, and then putting the proper nutrients, the proper nutrition into your body.
And it certainly helps on occasion, if you can afford it, to have somebody look at you and push you a little bit and give you a new routine to step it up a little bit.
Absolutely. We need to check in with our body and with our routine from time to time, because the body is extremely smart, and it's going to go, okay, she's going to do this same jog routine tomorrow. I'm going to back off and reserve my energies. So the body's protecting itself, and you might even get a little bit bored if you're doing the same thing anyway. So we got to change it up a little bit from time to time.
Terrific advice. And you've got a free nutrition seminar coming up a week from Saturday, right?
It's not this Saturday. Oh, well, actually
it's 2 weeks from Saturday.
July 19th. July 19th, we're going to really be talking about fat-burning fuels for your body, energy sources of food, comparing the difference between what's going to be best for you from farm to table. Is it going to be fresh, frozen, canned, and how all the proper nutrients for that, and really supplying your body with what it needs.
These two aren't even breaking a sweat. This is very depressing.
Yeah, if you zoom in a little closer, you're going to see a little.
Maybe a little, but not much. Yeah, not very much.
I think they can still hold a conversation.
I think they can. We've got more information and a link to Lisa's studio on myfoxdfw.com, as well as information on that upcoming nutrition seminar on fat-burning foods. I like
come
those.
out and see me.
I want to eat a lot of those fat-burning foods.
Absolutely. We all could use a little bit of that.
Absolutely.